Have you seen this video from Gary V? Have you seen this video from Gary V? He's going to give you the truth about passive income. All right, you need to listen into it, hear what he's talking about. And then at the end, after he talks, I'm going to give you my take on passive income because I've been living passive income since 2004. All right, 2004. So you need to really listen to this video and pay attention because in 2020, I want you to start earning passive income like you really want it, like you really mean it. So stay tuned. Here's Gary V.
I believe the following, that we are so blessed to be in this room because for the first time in my life, I think it's practical, not ideological, to actually build a business around the things you actually like to do, which will then mean that you'll actually work the 13 hours a day if you want to make $1 million a year that it requires, because there is no fucking passive income. Do you understand? You can make a good investment, I understand, but when you buy 30 homes properly and you think it's passive, what about when the tornado comes? What about when the fucking person that manages it quits? What about when somebody lights the fucking house on fire? The amount of money you make is wildly correlated to the amount of anxiety and stress you're able to carry. People want it easy out here. There is no easy if you want to live a 1% life. People are so funny in the audacity of the words that come out of their mouth. My friends, the top 1% earners in America, one of the richest countries in the world, start at $420,000 a year. If you are in this room and you make $420,000 a year, that means you make in the top 1% in this country. Yet, everybody's walking around like if you don't make $1 million, you haven't even started. We're delusional. And all the people that make 420 and above, they work their dick off. Guys, they work. It's so much work. It takes work. Now, what I believe is what absolutely just drives me so happy and why I want to be here is I can't believe that you can actually make funny videos on Instagram and get brands to pay you $10,000 for you to hold a bottle of Pepsi in your hand. I mean, it's crazy. What's crazy is you can literally go start a Shopify store and sell t-shirts or makeup or bow ties because your grandfather wore bow ties and you design it on the internet and it gets shipped to you from China and then you run Instagram ads. And like the level of, guys, if this existed when I was a kid, fuck college, I wouldn't have graduated high school. I'm not sure I would have made it through fucking middle school. This is a mindset and execution game. You have to understand how ridiculously good it is. And I believe that's very hard when there's so much negativity being pushed on social media, on mainstream media. Everybody's trying to convince you it's bad. It's the greatest. It's the greatest. The problem is everybody can do it and supply and demand then kicks in. Everybody can sell bow ties. Everybody can make funny videos. Everybody can show off their abs and get the right angle on their fucking ass and all that shit. Everybody can do that. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't try. And more importantly, and what I really want to leave you with is something you really need to understand, which is almost everybody fails because of their intentions. Almost everybody fails because of their intentions. They start businesses for themselves. Makes sense, we're humans. But everything that runs through their mind is what's in it for me. How do I maximize my profit? What's it gonna be like for me? How is it gonna be good for me? The only way to succeed in the world we live in is to actually be consumer-centric. There's a very specific reason that Amazon is winning. It's because everything that happens at that company is trying to figure out how it's good for you. It's good for you to buy Prime because you love the fact that all year that means everything you buy has free shipping. That's good for you. It comes quick because that's good for you because you value time. The singular reason that my content has worked, whether it was wine for the first 6 years of my career or it's been business over the last 8 years, has worked is because before I post any piece of content, in my mind, I think about how is this gonna be valuable to you? How is this singular piece of content going to bring any value to you? The single reason I've been able to build an audience is I don't put out content that's a top of the funnel piece of content that gets you into my database so I can sell you my product. It's a piece of content that I hope brings you value, which then creates a relationship with us, the end, period, the end. And so, if you're taking anything from this talk, number one, the opportunity is ridiculous. I need you to understand that. If you don't know what Shopify is, Google it and learn about the platform that costs nothing to start a store on the internet that works really well and sell something on it. If you don't know how to run an Instagram story ad, like I referenced it earlier, you wrote a note about it, but I didn't get to the detail. The reason I didn't get to the detail is because the details are called google.com. Go to fucking google.com, type in, how do I run an Instagram ad, enter, and 8,000 trillion fucking billion results come back. Everybody wants people to come up here and fucking draw shit on a fucking white paper. Are you out of your fucking mind? It's 2019. Information is a commodity. Information is zero. It doesn't cost anything. Don't buy information. The internet, it's free. Take a step back and understand what you're doing with yourself. What makes you happy? Are you trying to be rich because you want to stick it to your parents or everybody else that said that you couldn't? Or are you trying to do something because you actually like it? Are you trying to be rich because you want to go buy shit to create a perception that you're happy? Or do you actually want to be happy? We live in remarkable times. The internet is the single greatest and most complex and ridiculous invention in the history of the human being. We, luckily, for some unknown reason, happen to be living during the era of it finally hitting its scale 30 years in, and it is in its prime opportunity. The comp I would make is, imagine we were living in Chicago hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and we could be buying up property for almost nothing because we just didn't understand what was actually happening. That's how I think about attention on the internet today. It is so valuable, and it is so underpriced, and literally the only thing that's stopping you is insecurity. The reason you're not posting is you're worried that nobody's gonna care what you have to say. The reason you're not posting is you don't like the way you look in the picture or the camera. All these different things that come down to what other people think, not what you think about yourself. The reason my man over there, I was clapping and I love talking about losing for the first 18 years of my life is because it was easy as shit, because I didn't give a fuck what you had to say. I was in my own cocoon, doing my own thing, making my own self happy, and I stand here today in the same goddamn place. Do I want my content to do well? Sure. Do I want my businesses to be successful? Yep. Do I want Empathy Wine to do well? Sure. And the sneaker, do I want? Of course. That's like, I'm playing my game. I want to win, I'm playing my game. But when I lose, I'm grateful for the opportunity to play. What I learned about myself at a young age was that, I see it, I gotta leave with this though. I recently realized, oh shit, this is all working because when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, when it was a summer day in the 80s in Jersey and everybody went out to play hoop, whatever, like, I wanted to work. I rang doorbells and washed people's cars. I sold lemonade. Baseball cards exploded and I started buying them and flipping them. Then I turned 14 and wanted to work at my dad's liquor store for 14 hours a day for $2 an hour because I realized work was my passion. I liked the game. It's why athletes, being in this stadium, athletes that love their game, a lot of athletes don't. As I've gotten to know athletes, they do it because that's where the money is, but they're not happy. They don't love it. It blows a lot of our minds because we'd love to play in the fucking league, but not everybody wants that. This is one big game of happiness and the internet allows you to. But are you patient enough? And are you secure and have enough self-esteem to go through the process of eating the fucking dirt to get to a place of happiness? Success, my friends, needs to stop being talked about how much money you have. It needs to be talked about how many fucking smiles you put on your face. It does. It does. And I love the cliche shit. Motherfuckers, I know you're in the crowd right now. They're like, easy for you, dick. You have money. Motherfucker, I was happy before I had it. You didn't know me, dick. You didn't know me. You didn't know me, and I don't necessarily know you, but I know this, because I read 10,000 fucking comments a day in my DM. We have a ridiculous opportunity. You just need to see it. Please try to build a business around the thing that you would do if you weren't getting paid for it, because it's the only thing that you're gonna work hard enough at because you actually like it. Go flip Thomas the Trains on eBay. Start a blog about fucking Smurfs. Start a podcast about reviewing whiskeys or the 85 Bears. My man, you could start a podcast and an Instagram account and a YouTube show about just the 85 Bears and get $100,000 in sponsorship from car dealerships and pizza shops and all sorts of shit in this town. And to me, the fact that that's true, and so many of those same people are making $87,000 being a lawyer or $90,000 being an executive and hating life, or let me just play with this and I'm gonna leave with this. Would you really rather make $212,000 a year and be unhappy, or make $97,000 and do the thing that you love the most, and the only thing you have to do is live a little more humbly? Just a little. We have to fucking talk about this. That's the game. That's the game. Please wake up.
There's so much truth to what he's talking about. You can't just have passive income because somebody out there is talking about, hey, I'm making $10,000 a month. You know, you can do the same thing. There's some truth to that, but they're not telling you you've got to put a lot of hard work to this stuff. Passive income just doesn't come out of the trees, doesn't come out of the sky. You've got to put your butt into this. You got to work hard to make it happen. I mean, it could be in stocks, it could be in real estate, it could be on Amazon FBA, it could be anything, any of those areas, and plus some of the others that are out there. In any of these areas, you've got to work hard like you really want it, like you really like you do at your job. I mean, you may be working hard at your job, you may not be, but either way, you know, if you want to earn passive income in 2020, you've really got to be dedicated, be focused on it. You got to spend those, either wake up early in the morning or stay later at night, you know, as the kids go to bed or whatever it may be. You know, you've got to find the time to do it. If you're not finding the time to do it, you're not going to earn passive income in 2020. That's the truth, right? And then there's going to be the little headaches, hiccups, any little issues that are going to come about. You know, I've talked about this thing on several of my videos. You can check this one up here. I talked about my real estate investment. You know, check out that one. You know, or you could get hit by a Craigslist scam. You know, a Craigslist scam is another way. There's certain little, you know, there's little dollar figures out there, but the Craigslist scam is going to talk about how that's going to fail and, you know, mess up things in your life. All right, you've got to be focused, got to be dedicated to make 2020 your best year. If you're not doing it in 2020, you're gonna have to wait till 2021. I know you don't want to wait another year. All right, you got to be focused, got to be serious, got to be, you know, have the mindset to do it. Make 2020 your year. You know, lay out your game plan, figure out what it is, and do. If you need to do the research now, do the research now. You know, buy the books you might need, watch the videos you might need to, because you've got to make the change. You can't keep working for somebody all the time because it can easily fire you. You don't want that to happen. You know, it's so, with this, all this talk about recession, you know, once the recession happens, a lot of these companies are laying off people because the recession is going to hit a lot more people than you think. It's going to hit a lot of these companies, but they're not really going to come out and say it. But it's going to hit these companies hard, you know, because it's going to change the whole dynamics of everything. Things that cost the economy across the world, you know, a couple other countries are coming out and saying they're already in a recession. I mean, I talked to my other video, the railroad industry, they already said they're in a recession. I mean, it is crazy talk. Yes, it's crazy talk, but you've got to be so focused on you in 2020. Okay, focus on you. Gary Vee talks about that in some of his other videos. You got to be selfish. You've got to be selfish because no one is going to bail you out. Nobody's going to bail you out. You've got to take care of you. You got to figure out the game plan, figure out what you want to do, and then make it happen. I mean, you've got to use those, 24 hours in a day. You really got to make it work. 165 hours a week. 165 hours a week. Okay, what are you doing these 165 hours a week? You've got to make change. You got to make the determination to make 2020 your best year ever. All right. I mean, I can't believe how the year's gone by. 2019's gone by so fast. I don't even know where it went. I mean, I started my YouTube channel, back in February, and already here in October now. I mean, November, excuse me. I'm losing the train of thought, but hey, you've got to be focused. You got to be so focused and make things happen. All right. I'm trying to lay this out to you. I want you to earn passive income. I'm trying to do my best, trying to help you out in any way possible. If you have any questions or comment, leave me a comment below or send me an email. I will respond to your email and I'll get back to you, okay? I'm not going to charge you anything. 2020 may be different. I may start charging people for this information, but hey, right now is your last chance to really get into me, find out what to do. I'll give you some steps for free. I'm not going to charge anything, but I will make this happen for you. I want this to happen for you in 2020. You can start with $1 a month. You can get $1 a month in passive income. That's better than zero, all right? That's your money. You earned it. Okay, you've got to figure out how to do it. Make the change happen. I encourage you, go all out in 2020. Be dedicated, be focused. 365 days next year. What are you going to do to earn passive income? Let me drop a comment below. What are you going to try to do? I've given out a couple topics already. There's a whole lot of things on the internet, a whole lot of things on YouTube. Pick the right system. Pick what works for you, because real estate investing may not work for you. Dividend stock investing may not work for you. Amazon FBA may not work for you. Drop shipping may not work for you. But there's so many things out there right now. You've got to try it. You've got to make mistakes, and it's probably going to cost you some time and money until you really find out what works best for you. Because this is the year, 2020, when you really have to do it. All right. But hey, if you haven't already liked this video, you better hit that like button. Click the bell for notifications. Call me back again next Friday with another passive income video. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. Tell me in the comments below. But hey, 2020, make it your year. All right. Make 2020 your year. All right. Take care. Have a great day.